Before your first step, the number one thing you should do is set up your squad so that every single member either works for a stat mission or PXP mission. And then when it comes to the starting rotation, what I would do is, if you have all 95s, to get the next guy after you complete whoever's PXP or stat mission up next as the 5th best starting pitcher, you could easily just move it and the CPU won't know the difference besides the placement, and it'll put this 95 as your 5th best starting pitcher. And then if for the next game we finish with Jacob deGrom and now we're working on Patrick Sandoval and we just switch it like this, it would put him as our 5th best starting pitcher just because they are all 95 overalls. Another big tip when it comes to creating a lineup or a team in general is to go ahead and put captains to fill out your entire squad, because if you have done all the moments, showdowns, and exchanges, then you most likely have 2 captain packs. So you have 2 players from every single division. And then once you complete whatever mission it is with the captains, which are going to be the more tedious ones, you replace the captain with either a parallel XP or stat mission inside monthly awards or team affinity 3 that is inside that same division. That way you are working on all 6 divisions at once. Always. On the Central Conquest map, you're going to want to go towards the Milwaukee Brewers, and with 18 million fans, you should be able to get this territory without losing any fans. You're fine with 16, but we try to min-max as much as possible. Therefore, unless we get to 17, when we are attacking the stronghold, we are going to continue restarting, and I would advise you do the same if you want to follow the exact same steps as me, as it will allow us to face the Chicago White Sox, most likely on All-Star difficulty as well, but gives us more territories to move with. Give me a solid, hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, check out the description for the Twitch where we stream daily at 9 p.m. Eastern except for Tuesdays, and let's continue. Once the Brewers are captured and you have 16 million fans because you restarted every single time that you lost a territory, you're going to go right after the White Sox. With 13 million, the simulation should be in our favor, and if we lose any fans, there is no point of restarting at this point. And we're going to be able to also face them on veteran difficulty. So look at that. 2 strongholds at a very easy difficulty. Once the White Sox have been captured, we are going to skip the Steel fans phase, reinforce this stronghold right here, therefore making it easier for us to move the fans to this territory. That way we don't have to fight off this 1 million, and it's still going to be 4 territories away for us to get to the Minnesota Twins. If both of our simulations end up being good, we should get them on All-Star, unless we would have just lost over 50% of those fans. Once the Twins have been captured, we are going to skip the Steel fans phase and we are going to reinforce right here. I wanted to see where the reinforcements were going to be because we could either go after the Kansas City Royals, Detroit Tigers, or the Pittsburgh Pirates. I think the Detroit Tigers is going to be the best option for us, since they shouldn't have 2 territories protecting their stronghold, and that will be the case. So you're going to make a straight line towards the Detroit Tigers. Luckily for us, we did not lose any fans, and we are able to face them on All-Star difficulty here. Once the Tigers have been captured, we're going to skip the Steel fans phase. We're going to reinforce the Tiger stronghold, and then we're going to move all of our fans to our original stronghold. We are now going to be making our way towards the Kansas City Royals. They are only 5 territories away from us and only have 1 simulation. This simulation should keep us on All-Star difficulty, and it will do just that as we face them. Once the Royals have been captured, we are now going to skip Steel fans phase, skip to reinforce. We are reinforcing this territory and then moving all of our fans back to our original stronghold. We are now going after the Pirates, and the Pirates are ideally the best team to go after here because they require the least amount of simulations in order to be able to face their stronghold, and it's going to be on All-Star. If they had 7 million fans, we would have gotten veteran instead. Once the Pirates have been captured, you skip the Steel fans phase, you skip to reinforce, and now we are going to make our way towards the Cubs. So ideally, you would want to go ahead and move the fans to this territory because it is the last amount or least amount of simulations that you would have to face, which at the time were 2 simulations, but now it has become 3 because the Cubs went ahead and moved a fan over there. So now all we're gonna do is take away the 3 1 millions and hopefully not lose enough fans to where it is not veteran difficulty, because I would love to play on veteran difficulty in Wrigley. Once the Cubs have been captured, you do not need to skip. I would not skip if I were you. because you give the Guardians an opportunity to reinforce some of these territories and make them 2 million or 3 million territories, and we don't want that, to be honest. And another thing we don't want to get right next to that 5 million, because that 5 million will 100% attack us. So instead, get right next to the stronghold. After you get right next to the stronghold, skip to steel fans. Reinforce right here. You're going to have 20 million. And with 20 million, you're going to be able to face them on veteran difficulty. Once you are done with the Guardians, if you have a 3 million territory on either side of your path, that is the only time you will want to go ahead and attack the 5 million and then the 3 million. But since we don't, we have the advantage of being able to skip the steel fans phase, skip into reinforce in this territory, and then we're going to move all our fans to the previous Kansas City Royals territory. We're going to load them up with 34 million fans, and we are going to simulate our way towards the Cincinnati Reds. The Cincinnati Reds have a 3 million territory. They also have a 5 million territory blocking their path. If we get some really good simulations, we should be able to face them on veteran difficulties. After the Reds, though, it's pretty simple what we're going to be doing next. The 3 million is probably going to attack us. No, they decide not to. Okay, so we get there with veteran difficulty. After the Reds, ideally, this is probably the shortest path to get to the Cardinals, but take this one instead so you can fill out more territories. And then you want to go ahead and just take it from the left-hand side and then go right-hand side. And then you want to stack up to 99 million fans so you're able to face the Cardinals on rookie difficulty, making that the easiest stronghold that we faced inside the entire map. If you guys did end up enjoying today's content, once again, please make sure to hit that like button or subscribe button, notification bell. We stream daily except for Tuesdays on Twitch at 9 p.m. Eastern. If there is ever any changes, you will find it on Twitter. The links to the Twitter and all social medias as well as Twitch is inside the description. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.